I'm Baja Fresh, here with my cameraman Leeroy Jenkins, and today we're going to show you some basic survival tips. Come with me. First, I'm going to need to pick a weapon to help me hunt for food. This looks appropriate. Next, I'm going to need something to help me survive. I'm gonna go with this. Let's go. In this next room, we'll have some more helpful stuff, I think. When you're out in the wild, you often get lonely, especially if you're out for many months. This World of Warcraft game will keep me connected with the world. Here, you take this. You carry that for me. And this. I need this. You take this. And this baseball. I might get lonely and play fetch with the wild dogs. Oh, wait, back in this room. Okay, before you go on any survival expedition, you always want to lift weights. That way, you can be ready to fight any lions, tigers, or bears you see out in the wild. In fact, you want to lift with your foot, too. Yeah, and, what you want, the main focus of this is, like, let's say you knew you were going to have a disaster in your car and you were going to get stuck out in the wild and have to survive. You always want to lift weights before you go. That way you can have lots of energy when you're there and you won't be sore at all. You'll feel much stronger. Oh yeah, come here. It will also be appropriate to take a helmet. You can boil the brains of any sheep you find. The more you take, the better. Oh. Cut that. Cut. Okay, now I'm out in the wilderness. I've managed to build my bed, this fire, out of a small amount of flint and a penknife. Because that's all my idol Bear Grylls ever takes with him anywhere, and he's a man. I haven't been able to find any sheep brains for my helmet, nor water, but I have found a second alternative, is that you can take your sock, hit it around a bit, and then put it in your mouth and eat it. It's very nutritious, and if you have to eat it, you can survive off of your sock. I guarantee you I got like 5 times. Back to you, commercials. I've managed to build an appropriate shelter. All you need is a couple of pieces of metal, a door hinge, and about 70 pounds of wood. You can find these by taking the bark off of trees locally, or by just picking up lots of grass, smashing it with weights you brought with you, until it turns into wood. This can be very effective in keeping out large animals, but small ones like scorpions and beavers can get through cracks in the walls, and you can get very injured. So I will have to find a new place later today, even though I think it's nighttime. Okay, I stepped out of my shelter for a little while to take a tinkle, and I found a rare turtle. I believe it's endangered. You can tell by because of the approximate 10,000 circle things on its back. Now normally I wouldn't harm an endangered animal like this, but because I have no shelter, well, I have a little shelter, but because I have no food, I have to take whatever I can to survive. Okay, Now that this turtle is dead, because what you want to do is hit it on the shell. I mean, you can take it up and throw it against the wall if you want, but usually it won't get hurt. You might need to take a sharp bludgeoning item and smack it against the turtle. Occasionally, if they're extremely strong, you might need to hit them in the eyeballs, because that makes them roll on their stomachs and laugh. This one is dead, but unfortunately, this should be enough for me to eat. It could last me all week, I'm not sure. Victory. My appetite has grown weary of turtles. I guess I'm going to have to go hunting again. Leeroy, toss me that. It's very helpful when you're stranded in the wild. When you're attacked by a wild beast that you have a wild cameraman who will give you wild water bottles. Thanks for the water, man. Okay, this is another very useful tool in wilderness survival. I made it using a metal detector, a whale butt, and a giant blow thingy. It's very effective at taking down large game, often 3 times as large as elephants. This has explosive properties and can be shot just like this. It's very simple. You just go. I think I inhaled the dot. Can you see that in there? Time to try again. That was much more successful. Sweet. It looks like I've gotten some kips. These can be very effective if you know how to cook them. They can be held over an open fire or lamp. And they have crunchy, almost chip-like properties. A great multi-grain taste. Now, many bad things can happen to you while you're out in the wilderness. I'm going to demonstrate one. Breaking your leg. This can be very effective if you know what to do. I'm going to show you what you have to do if you absolutely must break your leg in the wild and live with it. Now, neither of my legs are broken currently, so let's fix that.